Listen to me real quick. Everybody's out here chasing trends, trying to figure out what's the hottest business for 2026. Is it AI? Is it real estate? Is it crypto? Let me break it down for you. The best business you can ever start ain't just about what's hot right now. It's about solving problems. You want to know where the money's going to be in 2026. Wherever there's a need that people can't ignore. See, here's the truth. Technology is moving fast. AI is taking over. Automation is everywhere. And some of y'all sitting there scared like, man, robots about to take my job. Nah, what you should be thinking is, how do I build a business around this wave? Don't fight the future. Partner with it. The biggest opportunities in 2026 are going to be in AI-powered services, digital education, health and wellness, and green energy. But let me tell you something. Steve Harvey style. Don't just jump in because it sounds fancy. You can't just start a business you ain't passionate about, because the moment it gets hard, and it will get hard, you're gonna quit. See, people think success is about picking the perfect industry. Nah, success is about sticking through when everybody else folds. If you ask me, 2026 is gone. Reward the ones who see beyond the hype. People gone always need somebody to teach them, entertain them, feed them, and heal them. That's forever business. If you can create something that saves people time, saves them money, or makes them feel good, you're gonna be rich, period. The best business is never about chasing what's shiny. It's always about solving what's broken. People get caught up thinking, man, if I just hop on the newest trend, I'll blow up. But let me tell you something, trends fade, but problems never stop showing up. Every generation, every year, every city in the world, people wake up with problems they need solved. That's where the real money is. You can chase crypto today, AI tomorrow, and the metaverse next week. But if you don't tie yourself to something that actually fixes somebody's life, you're going to be running in circles. You want to build a business for 2026? Ask yourself, what problem are people still going to have in 2 years? Because if you can solve that, you'll be relevant no matter what new app comes out. Think about it. Uber didn't succeed because it was flashy. It succeeded because people hated standing on the corner waiting for taxis. Airbnb wasn't born out of a trend. It came because travelers wanted affordable stays and homeowners needed extra money. They solved problems. Look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos didn't say, I want to be trendy. No, he said, people want convenience. People hate going store to store. He solved frustration, and that frustration still exists today. That's why he's still standing while a lot of trend chasers are gone. When you think about 2026, don't just ask, what's hot? Ask, what's hurting people? What's wasting their time? What's keeping them stressed at night? Because if you can figure that out, you got the foundation of a business that can't be shaken by the economy or the next big tech wave. Problems will always exist, and when you tie yourself to solving them, you stay in business as long as the problem exists. See, people want shortcuts. They want to copy what's already buzzing instead of asking the deeper question. But the truth is, if it's already buzzing, you're too late. The ones who win in business are the ones who step back and notice what everyone else is ignoring. That's why you've got to train yourself to look at life differently. When you see people complain, don't just join them. Study that complaint. That complaint is a customer begging for somebody to fix something. That's your open door. So stop waiting for somebody to tell you the magic industry for 2026. Start paying attention right now to the gaps you see in your everyday life. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's finance. Maybe it's relationships, education, or energy. Whatever it is, if people are struggling with it, that's your opportunity. Solving problems is timeless. It was true in 1926. It's true in 2026. And it'll be true in 2126. The best business is not built on hype. It's built on impact. If you make somebody's life easier, faster, cheaper, or more joyful, you will never run out of customers. And that's the kind of business that keeps on feeding your family long after the honeymoon with the hype is over. The second key to building a successful business in 2026 is paying close attention to how technology is shifting the way people live and making sure you position yourself where that shift is going, not where it's been. Technology is not slowing down, it's speeding up. And let me tell you something, if you're stuck trying to do business the same way you did 10 years ago, you're going to be left behind. That doesn't mean you have to be a computer genius or a tech inventor. It means you've got to be aware of how technology is changing behavior, and then you adjust your service or your product to meet that new behavior. Look at how smartphones changed everything. Before smartphones, a lot of businesses were built on people walking into stores or calling on the phone. But when smartphones took over, the companies that adapted, like mobile apps, delivery services, e-commerce, are the ones that exploded. The ones that refused to adapt got left behind. The same thing will happen in 2026. People are using AI, automation, and new platforms in ways we can barely keep up with. That's not something to be afraid of. It's something to study and embrace. Here's the truth. Technology doesn't replace opportunity. It multiplies it. For example, people used to think online shopping would kill small businesses. What it really did was give small businesses a global platform. A single mom selling candles in her kitchen could suddenly reach customers in another country with the right use of online tools. That's the power of paying attention to technology shifts. In 2026, it might be AI tools, it might be renewable energy solutions, it might be virtual services, but whatever it is, you have to pay attention to how it's changing the customer's daily life. Because at the end of the day, you're not serving the tech, you're serving the people who use the tech. The key is not to resist it. Too many people say, I don't do all that online stuff, or that AI thing isn't for me. But those same people will be crying in 5 years when their competition, who embraced the shift, has taken over the market. Adaptability is survival in business. You don't have to invent the rocket. You just have to see where the rocket is headed and put your business in its path. So in 2026, don't think about technology as something separate from your business. Think of it as the road your business travels on. The smoother and faster that road gets, the more customers can reach you if you're positioned right. Study what people are downloading, what tools they're using, what habits are forming because of new inventions, and then ask, how can my business fit into this picture? That's how you make sure you don't get left behind. Technology is not your enemy, it's your ticket. If you can ride the wave instead of fighting against it, you'll find opportunities that most people are too stubborn or too scared to see. That's the real advantage in 2026, aligning your business with where technology is already taking people's lives. The third key to building a successful business in 2026 is focusing on solving problems instead of chasing trends. Too many people jump into business because they see something that looks flashy, popular, or viral. They think, oh, everybody's doing this right now, let me do it too. But by the time you catch that wave, it's already dying out. Trends come and go, but problems never stop showing up. If you want a business that lasts, you have to build it around solving a problem that people are always going to need solved. Think about it. Every successful business you know exists because it solved a problem. Uber solved the problem of unreliable taxis. Airbnb solved the problem of expensive hotels. Amazon solved the problem of limited access to goods in your local store. None of those businesses came out of chasing something trendy. They came out of noticing a real issue and providing a better way to handle it. That's the mindset you've got to take into 2026. Don't ask, what's everybody doing right now? Ask, what's everybody struggling with right now? And how can I make it easier for them? And let me tell you something. Problems are opportunities in disguise. Most people run from problems. They complain about them. They get frustrated by them. But they don't think about how to turn them into income. That's where entrepreneurs set themselves apart. They look at the same problem everybody else is complaining about and say, wait a second, if I can fix this for people, they'll pay me for it. That's how wealth is created, by solving what nobody else has the patience, the creativity, or the courage to solve. Now, here's where people mess up. They think solving problems means doing something huge right away, like curing cancer or building a billion-dollar tech company. No. Sometimes the problem is small but deeply felt. Maybe people in your neighborhood hate how long food delivery takes. Maybe parents are tired of not having safe, affordable tutoring for their kids. Maybe remote workers struggle with setting up their home office. These might sound small, but when you solve them, you create loyalty. And when you create loyalty, you create growth. By 2026, the problems are going to be different than they were 10 years ago. With technology changing, with people living faster lives, with the economy shifting, there will be brand new pain points. People will need solutions for time management, for navigating AI tools, for affordable health services, for cleaner living environments, for smarter energy use. That's where the real opportunities are waiting. Not in copying somebody else's trend, but in finding the gap nobody's filling yet. So don't waste time chasing what looks hot today. Instead, train your eye to see what's missing tomorrow. Ask yourself every single day, what do people around me complain about the most? What do they wish was easier? What frustrates them so much that they'd pay to make it go away? If you can answer those questions, you've already got the blueprint for your 2026 business. Because solving problems is the one thing that never goes out of style, and the one thing people will always invest in. The fourth key to building a successful business in 2026 is mastering adaptability. See, the reason so many businesses collapse isn't because the product was bad or the idea wasn't good enough. It's because the people behind them refused to adjust when life shifted. They got too comfortable. They thought the way it worked yesterday was the way it was always going to work. But let me tell you something, nothing stays the same. The market changes, technology changes, people's needs change. If you can't pivot, if you can't adjust, then your business will get left behind. Look at history. Blockbuster thought people would always come into their stores to rent DVDs. They refused to adapt when Netflix started mailing out movies and then later streaming them. Kodak invented the digital camera, but refused to push it because they thought film would never die. What happened? Both of those giants disappeared while smaller, more adaptable companies thrived. That's a lesson right there. Adaptability beats size, beats resources, beats old reputations. Now, 2026 is going to be even faster than today. Technology is moving at a speed most folks can't keep up with. Artificial intelligence is reshaping industries. The way people shop, the way people communicate, the way people consume content, it's all shifting every year. That means if you want to win, you can't afford to be stubborn. You've got to stay a student. You've got to watch the trends, test new tools, and be willing to say, all right, what worked last year may not work this year. Let me update. But adaptability isn't just about technology. It's also about mindset. Because when you step into business, you will face setbacks. Something you thought was going to work might flop. A supplier might disappear. A strategy you were proud of might not click with your customers. And right there, you've got a choice. Either you stay stuck and complain, or you adapt. The people who win aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who adjust faster than everybody else. I'll put it this way, in 2026, adaptability will be the new currency. The people who can change direction quickly without losing their vision are the ones who will make it. If you're running a restaurant and customers are demanding healthier options, you better adjust that menu. If you're selling a service and new technology can make it cheaper and faster, you better learn it and apply it. If your audience is moving to a new platform, you better move with them. Because stubbornness will cost you more than mistakes ever will. So don't hold your business like it's carved in stone. Hold it like clay. Shape it, mold it, bend it as the world bends. The vision stays the same. Help people, build value, solve problems. But the method has to evolve. If you can train yourself to embrace change instead of fearing it, you'll not only survive 2026, you'll thrive in it. The fifth key to building a successful business in 2026 is learning how to build authentic connections. See, business ain't just about money. It's about people. And too many folks out here forget that. They get caught up in numbers, algorithms, sales funnels, and all that digital noise, but they lose sight of the most important thing. People don't buy from businesses, they buy from people they trust. Now, trust is becoming rare these days. Social media has made everything look polished and fake. Everybody's selling an image, but not everybody is delivering the truth behind it. That's why in 2026, authenticity will separate the winners from the losers. If you're real, if you care, if you actually listen to your customers and treat them like human beings, they'll ride with you. If you fake it, people will sniff it out, and you'll lose them for good. Look at the most powerful brands today. They don't just sell products, they build communities. Apple built a culture where people feel like they're part of something bigger. Nike isn't just about shoes, it's about inspiration and empowerment. Chick-fil-A isn't just selling chicken, they're selling an experience of hospitality. People stick with them because they feel something deeper. That's not an accident. That's building authentic connections. So how do you do it in 2026? You show up real. You stop trying to be perfect and instead you be relatable. You tell your story, even the struggles, because people respect honesty more than they respect polish. You listen when your customers talk. You actually answer their emails, their messages, their feedback. You go beyond just trying to sell something. You try to solve something. That's how loyalty is built. Let me break it down. Relationships are the new marketing. If you treat people like they matter, they'll not only buy from you, they'll promote you for free. They'll become your walking advertisement, your word of mouth engine, your most loyal supporters. And you can't buy that with ads or gimmicks. It only comes from genuine connection. But here's the hard truth. Building authentic connections takes patience. It takes consistency. It takes showing up day after day, not just when you want their money. Too many entrepreneurs treat customers like one-night stands. They show up when they need something and then disappear. That don't build trust. Trust is built when people know you're there for the long run, when they can depend on you, when you do what you say you're going to do every single time. In 2026, the businesses that thrive will be the ones that treat people like family, not just transactions. And the best part, it's not just good for business, it's good for your soul. Because when you know you're impacting people's lives, when you know your work actually matters to somebody, that gives you the fuel to keep going. At the end of the day, people remember how you made them feel, not just what you sold them. If you can master the art of building authentic connections, you won't just win in business, you'll win in life. Listen to me, y'all. 2026 ain't waiting on nobody. The world is moving fast. Technology is changing every single day. But the truth is, opportunity has never been greater than it is right now. Some of y'all are sitting around scared, waiting for the perfect time. Let me tell you something, there ain't no perfect time. The perfect time is when you decide to stop making excuses and start making moves. I told you. Focus on solving real problems because money follows solutions. Don't just chase trends, chase purpose. Find that sweet spot where your passion meets somebody else's need, and that's where your breakthrough is. Then embrace technology because the future is digital. Don't be afraid of it. Learn it. Leverage it. Use it to open doors that were closed before. But don't just build a business, build a brand. Make people remember you. Make them say, I gotta go to her. I gotta go to him. Nobody else does it like they do. And while you're doing all that, never stop learning. Stay hungry. Stay curious. The world is changing too fast for you to get comfortable. The second you stop learning is the second you start losing. And above all, build real connections. People want authenticity, not perfection. They want someone who listens, who cares, who shows up. That's how you create not just customers, but family. That's how you create loyalty that lasts. So here's the bottom line. If you take these truths and apply them, 2026 could be the year everything changes for you. Don't just watch other people live their dreams while you sit on the sidelines. Get up. Take your shot. Because the future belongs to the ones who prepare for it today. I'm telling you, God didn't bring you this far to leave you stuck. You've got what it takes. You've got the talent, the idea, the energy. All you got to do is believe in yourself enough to start. 2026 ain't waiting. The only question is, are you ready to step up and claim what's already got your name on it?